You guys got me.
Hey coach, how's it going?
Ice boxing here today.
It's always
Always
freezing in
is.
there.
It's cold. I'll start off just as I mentioned yesterday, obviously disappointed with the loss. Our guys battled, we fought hard, but at the end of the day, the penalties, killed us at the end. And we got to be better, and it starts with me. Get them cleaned up today and move on to the Raiders.
James, go ahead with your question.
Shane, any injury updates from yesterday?
I don't, just the Goodson, that's all I got right now.
Gotcha. And then to follow up, looking back at the game winning touchdown for the Rams, you only had 10 defenders on the field. How does that happen? Can you explain why that mistake was made and just the reaction to that?
Yeah, it shouldn't happen. It's unacceptable, and it starts with me as the head coach. I got to recognize that we only got 10 and, call timeout there. It can't happen.
Steven.
Hey, Shane. I'm wondering, with Xavier and Howard in particular, I mean, look, we know he hadn't played last year. It's a tough day yesterday. I mean, can you keep going like this, or do you have to consider another option?
Yeah, I mean, we evaluate everything every week, Steven. Like I said, he's been a really good player in this league for a long time. We got to do a better job looking at different things and, helping him in certain situations. Just he is a talented player, but, we got to improve in some areas for sure.
Chat.
And then one other thing on the 10 men, I mean, how does that? It's a communication thing, I assume, at its core. I mean, how does that communication flow, just like on a basic level? Is it through the
Uh,
assistant coach, I assume, position coach?
yeah, coaches just calling in the defensive personnel and making sure we got 11 guys out there, and it didn't get communicated well enough, and it's on me.
Chap, go ahead.
Yeah, Shane. I guess the most fresh things are what happened yesterday, the mistakes that just probably gnaw at you, that a game that was there. But when you break down a season, a lot of coaches or people do it on quarters of a season. So close to the game, can you look at 3-1 and say, for the first quarter of the season, we did this, or are you still close to the Rams game?
Yeah, I think there's some positives through the first quarter of the season. Obviously, being 3-1 is a positive, but it's always is frustrating, chap, when you have chances to win a football game and you let them slip away with, some penalties and costly mistakes that are controllable things. And the good thing is, I think we learn from these mistakes. It's early in the season and we get them cleaned up and we get ready to go for the Raiders, but. Yeah, we just can't have those costly mistakes, bite us there at the end.
Well, follow up from what everybody talked about yesterday with AD and his mistakes. Again, he's a young player, great talent, but you've talked about accountability. How do you go forward balancing the great talent from these gaffes that are just costly?
Yeah, no question. You know what? He took accountability in the team meeting, spoke to the team to start the team meeting. I had a conversation with him in my office today, just letting him know that this obviously moment doesn't define who you are as a person. But he knows, going forward, he's gonna have to earn it, going forward and how he practices and how he prepares.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Jake.
Hey, Coach. So there are no moral victories, and all losses aren't necessarily the same. But with this being one where it was a one-score game, so many kind of self-inflicted wounds, how do you view this one? Is it almost encouraging, or is a loss at the end of the day?
Yeah, this league, a loss is a loss. I mean, we did some good things on all three phases. I thought our special teams played good. But at the end of the day, just penalties, we got in third and forever. I mean, a couple times, and those are hard to overcome. Defense gets a takeaway. We got, offensive PI call down there, goes up. We got a chance to go up 11 there with 8 minutes left. And then same thing, we get another big penalty, to take the lead with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. So, we got to get those things cleaned up. Starts with me moving forward.
We can do a couple more here. Kevin.
Shane, was there any thought of sitting AD during the game?
I talked to him on the sideline. It was a tough situation. He felt it. We all felt it. But obviously we needed him, in that game with the receivers that we had. And so, it was a tough deal. But obviously we talked to him and said, hey, we're going to need you here, at some point again in the game. So that was kind of the conversation that was taking place, Kevin.
And he'll be active in play on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go through practice, and like I said, he's got to earn it going forward.
James.
Latu had a big day yesterday. What'd you like from him and just the, I guess, impact he brought on the game for you all?
Yeah, I thought he played incredible. Obviously, he got the sack there. I think he had 3 QB hits, some tackles. He was relentless, going after the quarterback. I thought he had a big day. Just a, high energy guy, great motor. I thought he did some really good things off the edge. So it was good to see, James.
And last question, Jake.
Do you anticipate Jalen Carlisle will practice this week?
I'm not sure on that one, Jake. We'll see how the week goes.
Okay.
That'll do it, Coach. Thanks so much for your time.
I
Thanks.
appreciate you. See y'all Wednesday.